back in this country for about 3 minutes, and you have not only made everyone change microphones, we've now got new mic arms. They're not good enough for you. You want even different ones.
Can I just say, I've been asking for these microphones for 2 years now. If you watch every other podcast video, they've got proper mic. Like, not proper mics.
I mean, we had very, very advanced microphones.
No, we did, but Stuart, our exec... What's he called?
Chairman Emeritus.
Chairman Emeritus, who is very passive. Let's get away with murder. But he says, I put my foot down on the mics. I do. And we're not changing mics. Been having this argument. We try arguing with a Welshman for 2 years over mics. Oh, God.
Well, you've won.
Anyway, what else were you going to say?
You've spilled water all over the place. Blue roll.
I did just demand blue roll. Anyway, sorry. Love you guys.
The bitch is back.
The bitch is back, baby. Hello and welcome to Help I Sexted My Boss, the podcast where we help you navigate the challenges of modern life, answering your 21st century questions and finding solutions to those everyday dilemmas, like how do we top becoming authors of a Sunday Times bestseller?
Can I ask, is that an everyday dilemma? No.
And should you get in touch with your doppelganger? And what should you do if you've accidentally sexted your boss? But we're not usually lagging hands. Are we William Hanson, the UK's leading etiquette expert and Sunday Times bestseller?
No, we're not. Jordan North, radio presenter and Sunday Times bestseller. I'm more Glyndebourne, you're more Glastonbury. And that's from Johnny. I like that.
What the hell's Glyndebourne?
What the hell is Glyndebourne? Oh my God. Pearls Before Swine. It's the original festival. It's an opera festival in Sussex. Glyndebourne Opera Festival. Everyone wears black tie.
It sounds like an operation. I've got Glyndebournes.
Gonna kick you right in the Glyndebournes.
No, you know, like when people after gallstones. What's that thing that old people get?
Gallstones.
No, gallbladders. What's it?
Yeah, but you can get gallstones as well.
Sounds like that.
Right, well, it's not that. I can assure you it's
Anyway.
worlds apart. Shall we have our gin and debonnaire?
Oh, yes, please.
Do you want to do the gin?
Yeah, are we filming this?
We are.
I don't want any videos going out this week. I've just got back off holiday and I have eaten my body weight and over in cheese and ham toasties, food, room service, you name it.
Okay.
Beers.
Right, well.
Go on, I'll have a drop. That'll do.
There we go. Should we toast the Sunday Times? I say for making us a bestseller. It's all done on quantities that you've shifted. It's nothing really to do with them, but we'll toast them.
Yeah, toast them. Just to pre-warn you, cheers.
And to everyone who has bought the book.
We're not going to harp on about the book for this episode because we did that in the last one. But can I just say, I did not think that we were going to get on the Sunday Times bestseller.
With you going away.
With me going away the day the book got released.
Yeah.
Also, that list, the people in there.
Yes.
Boy George.
Yeah.
Jeremy Clarkson.
Stuart Broad.
I knew Stuart would do well. I said then I want to see him.
Barbara Streisand.
This is quite a list to be on there with.
The England manager.
Serena Wiegman.
Serena Wiegman? Yeah. The England manager of what?
The England.
Is that who it is?
Women's football.
Oh, women's football.
All right. God.
No. I mean, I wouldn't even know who the men's one is.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. Gee, it was so. We just can. I wish you could see our WhatsApp group over the past week. I can't believe it.
And we beat Nadine Dorries as well.
And we beat Nadine Dorries as well.
Don't do politics.
Shock. Well, that's marvellous. We're delighted. There is a copy of the culture supplement of the Sunday Times for you.
So let me watch it. Is that Eric Cantona?
Yeah, somehow they didn't have a copy of the Sunday Times in Skegness. We'll come on to that in a minute. I want to ask you all about it.
Ask away. But yeah, we are Sunday Times bestsellers, and that's a bit of a humble brag. And thank you to everyone who bought it. Let me see it in person. Oh.
It's halfway through the magazine. Prime position.
There you go.
Did you keep the culture one? Did you keep? I want to read the Dolly.
That is the culture one.
The style one.
No, I threw that out.
Just in the Crown.
Yes, I want to talk to you about the Crown in a minute as well. Anyway, Skegness.
Yes.
How was I hardly recognise you with your clothes on?
Thank you. It was it was really good.
Was it?
Now, I did say beforehand that I bought some short shorts. I bought some 4-inch shorts the day before I left. Right. And
what's that measuring?
all I'm going to say is they were too short.
Right.
And I've got really badly burnt thighs.
Oh.
If you, to the point where that's why when you texted me before, I was just putting a bit of after sun on my thighs.
Okay.
If you're listening in Wigan, that's not my eyes. I know you call your eyes your thighs.
Do you?
I used to work with a girl at Rock FM. She said, I'm off tomorrow afternoon. I'm going to opticians to get my thighs looked at. Really? Yeah. I went, you are? She went, my thighs. So they've been playing up. I can't see.
What?
She didn't get my thighs done. But it was great. I'm
Are we allowed to say this?
What?
Can you just tell the way you... Because, do you know...
Well,
when,
just don't give up. Just don't. I've been to Skegness, right? And I've actually brought you... I've got really burnt thighs.
last year I remember you brought me something back.
Now, I know that you like your little fancy hats and stuff. What's that hat you've got that you wore to Benidorm?
My Panama fedora.
Right, I've got you an equivalent. There.
Lovely. It says Skegness on the side of it.
Okay.
Okay.
Now...
Yes.
Put it on.
Can I just say, how long have we known each other?
Yeah.
How big is my head?
Yeah, very. Just try it on. I know you'd like that. Oh, look at that. You look like Ollie Murs. And I got you this. I was having a look in the gift shop at Skegness Airport.
Do you know, when Ben and I were touring the land with the book tour, it's amazing how many people do you actually think you went to Skegness?
No, I had a local councillor from Skegness DM me. Honestly, asking if I'm staying in the area and he can. And there was a couple of. I'm not even joking. There's a local Skegness cafe that said we'd love to.
Love to host you.
So I got this for you at Skegness Airport, and it reminded me. You know when we was out in the summer and we had we was out on the box terrace. What is it you call it?
Oh, the terrace.
The terrace.
Yes.
And we were struggling. This is very chic and it's very you. And you didn't have one of these when I was round.
No.
Last time. Do you want to tell everyone what it is?
Oh my gosh, it's beautiful.
All right, Ben.
Is it Emma's? It's a lovely I Love Skegness ashtray.
And it's really chic and cool,
It's
isn't
so
it?
chic. It's so colourful.
Yeah.
So many colours on it.
Little dolphins, hand
Dolphins, some stingrays, some fish, a turtle.
I've seen some turtles.
Some coral. Nice.
I swam with turtles.
You swam with
It
turtles.
was amazing.
Is that cold?
It was a bit cold in the old Skegness Sea, but it was honestly. We went to this little.
By the time he'd
shipwreck.
come out, they were 3-inch shorts. It was that cold.
This
That's lovely.
They go for you, but it was amazing. I went snorkeling.
Well, thank you so much. That's so kind. I mean, all those cigarettes I have, that'll be
So
that'll be
that's
lovely.
for your thing
On
there.
my terrace.
I mean, if
Gosh, I hope
you're
I
not
don't.
watching on YouTube, then you have no idea.
Yeah, if you're not watching on YouTube, you'll have no idea what we're showing. But gosh, that's beautiful. I hope I don't drop it.
Also, I had toothache out there.
Is this the start of a joke?
No, I genuinely had toothache out there, and I ended up getting some foreign medication.
Okay.
Oh, like I think it was, like we say, American medication's a lot stronger.
Yeah.
And in Spain, you can just get antibiotics from chemist. So I got like this gel and their version of paracetamol.
Mm-hmm.
Called the cops. I was off my chops on this tooth medication stuff. Got a dentist appointment yesterday.
Okay.
It's all going on in Skegness.
It is
I
all
don't know if I
going
swam
on.
with turtles or not. I might have just hallucinated the whole thing.
So
Honestly.
you didn't get those on the NHS?
No, not in.
No.
No, in Skegness.
No, Skegness.
They've got Booper.
I think I swam with turtles, but I also at one point I was flying with dolphins in the sky. So
Right.
yeah, so I don't know. Just recollections may vary.
Well, what a lovely royal segue. How was The Crown?
Oh, it's fantastic! I watched it. I cried all the way through.
I know,
episode
so
4.
camp. I love it.
I cried.
I text you going, how was The Crown? I've cried all the way through episode 4
It wasn't camp, young
on the
Joe.
holiday.
I cried all the way through it from start to finish. When you went,
Well, it's pretty inaccurate, I grant you.
ow.
What? Well, I mean, they got a couple of significant events happened, but other than that,
When he
it's-
said my darling boy on end of his bed. Oh, God. And that actually happened because that's in Harry's book.
yeah. No. There are. It's not all bad. It's beautifully made.
There's scenes in it. I love it. You're not the big fan. I think it's fun. The scenes in it where you think, would Charles really have screamed at his mother and give her a dressing gown? Probably.
a dressing down.
What?
So
Here, you look cold!
It's always on the mind.
Do you want the belt?
But other than that, it's great. Yeah. What do you make of it?
I thought it was better than Series 5. But and we've obviously only got 4 episodes so far. I am looking forward to the next 4. I enjoy watching it. It's beautifully made as a piece of television. You know, every department does their thing. But it's when they start. Princess Margaret attending the birthday party for Camilla, the 50th. She didn't go. Did she phone her sister afterwards? No. And I also think that the reality is so much more interesting than anything that any writer can make up. Yes, but people will then take it as, oh, that's history. Oh, I know all about the royal family now because I've watched The Crown.
No, take it with a pinch of salt.
Yes, but we can, but some people don't, and that annoys me.
You mean the Americans?
Well, and Brits as well, and other nationalities. Anyway.
How was your week? How was the book tour without me? The passive-aggressive book tour that wasn't a book tour.
We didn't bring in Cardboardan.
I did not bring in Cardboardan, I'm afraid. You're still in my boot.
You know that, the one of me, the cardboard cutout you had of me in the suit?
Is that the one after Skegness?
That was the picture that picture was taken the day after Skegness last year.
Yeah,
I could.
brilliant.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
We had 2 versions of you. Well, it was lovely. We had a lovely time in Sheffield, in Wakefield, in Cardiff, and Bristol. So thank you to everyone that came to say hello. That was lovely. Mikey and I, with the Cardboardan, came a mini Cardboardan as well, a smaller version.
Where's this going? Mikey and I.
Now have this game where we will take it in turns.
Oh, God. Where are you going with this?
We hide you in different places in the flat.
Oh, right.
For the other one to find. So we've had Jordan in the fridge.
I was about to hit you on the head with the ashtray then.
Oh, it's a bit EastEnders.
Like Saskia in
Yes.
EastEnders. Do you remember Saskia? It was
Yes.
Martin Kemp that killed, what was he called? Steve Owen.
Yes, it was.
It was on my birthday. It was Valentine's Day.
How does everyone know these references to EastEnders? When did
Saskia, she got clouted on Edwy and
She did,
ashtray.
with an ashtray.
Anyway, carry on. So
Yeah.
you've been hiding me.
I've been hiding you all over the flat. We've had you in the laundry closet. We've had you... This morning I went to go and get a shirt and you just fell down from between my shirts because he'd sort of slotted you in between. We've had you in bed,
for the first time?
as it were. It's great hours of fun. Hide Jordan.
This
I put you in the cutlery drawer.
Really?
Yeah, so as you open the drawer, there's Jordan's face.
Another reason why I'm never getting married.
Well, I have to say, I'll back you up on that because Mikey said to me the other day, this is how exciting it gets once you get married. Because now that we have got married, we've passed our 1-year anniversary. Do you know what Mikey said to me the other day? In all seriousness, he just sort of sat up from the sofa and said, we should probably think about where we're going to be interred.
Interred?
Yeah.
But
Where our ashes are going to go. Because apparently we've got to, when you die, you often go next to your spouse. And now he's thinking of that. And then he said, he went,
so dramatic. Interred? What's shit got to do with it?
No, when you get cremated, they give you the ashes in a pot.
And they call it interred.
You can either have that scattered or you can bury the ashes. And apparently we're being interred. And Mikey is, quote unquote, I'll now look into urns, is what he then said to me.
Wow.
So,
I tell you,
welcome to married life, everyone.
you should have a little bit in your coffee.
You've done that joke before.
You can be in your one last time.
Funny. In other news, I don't know whether you noticed this, Jordan, when you came in, because obviously you sort of came in a little bit like a tornado, but have you noticed Ben's ear? Ben, come here. No, other ear.
Come here.
Come here.
Come here.
Come on,
you've
and you
not-
better show the camera.
You got your ear pierced? Oh,
Yep.
God. What have you got round your neck?
He's got another chain.
Oh, that's a nice chain. Shows your ear. Oh, God.
Keep the camera.
Oh, Christ alive. Turn it.
Can I ask why you've got that done?
Why
Was it to make you
why are
more-
you wearing that jumper, William?
Oh, yeah, but the good news is I can...
He's got his ear pierced. It looks like some of the Pet Shop Boys.
I say this in a nice way. Did you get it just to make you slightly more interesting?
I can't take him serious. Is he real?
Or in case you break down?
Touch it.
Oh, you're going to go septic?
Well, if you touch it, maybe.
Oh. Was it now? Ben also...
Why?
Ben
I
would
mean,
like...
we're not laughing. We are cruel.
Well,
to
you are
this.
laughing.
Stay here. Stay with us.
Why?
I can't take him serious. What's he playing at? You're nearly 30.
I know.
He's got his bloody earpiece. I'm too jet lagged for this.
Could you also tell Jordan what happened when you had it done?
Okay, well, should I go sit in my seat and I can tell you from my seat?
Go and sit.
Okay, go and sit in your seat.
I can't face this anymore.
Yes, you can.
Do you have to put a plaster on it when you go swimming, like the girls in PE?
Honestly, there's going to be so many messages about how horrible you are to me.
I know, sorry.
I hope you're ready for that. So, yeah, I had it pierced on Friday.
Just show us it again.
To be honest with you, because you didn't mention on our book event tour, we stayed over at your parents' house, William.
Oh my God, we've got to talk about that.
We had a lovely time. Continued to cement my position as their favourite member of the podcast
Yeah.
team, I feel. And I was tempted to get it the day before that trip. I thought probably not the best thing for
No, I'm not sure Brian and Sarah would have approved.
Sarah to see.
No.
So I got it done on Friday, and Kat came along to hold my hand.
And what happened in the salon?
Well, I'm not very good with needles, you see. So I was really nervous.
Yes.
And this was in my lunch break. And anyway, so it happened.
He says quickly.
And yeah, very much in my lunch break.
break.
And the piercing happened, and then I sort of had to say, look, I think I'm going to have to lie down. So I was already like sat on like the bed, but I was like, I need to
sitting.
lie down. Sitting.
Why is one lying down?
The problem is that we were sort of in this area where there's like a huge window and like loads of people having their lunch outside the window. So the woman who was doing the piercing was like, right, shut the blinds. So Kat was like, shh. And I was just lying there for 5 minutes, and then Kat said, oh no, don't worry, just take your time, it's fine. 2 minutes later, oh, I've actually got a meeting at 2, so I have to leave you here.
So, did it actually hurt?
It didn't hurt, but
No, but it's just, it's the thought.
Are you going to get a bigger ring, or?
How about the ear?
Well, there are other places you can get pierced, famously, but I think...
Yes, can we ask?
I thought you'd always get your nose pierced first.
His nose?
Yeah.
Say knob then.
That as well.
No, I don't think I can face it again.
No, don't have
So
your
I feel
nose
like
done.
I'll have this for like a period of time, and then...
Yeah.
Sorry for and please don't.
I actually
Please
think...
don't give us any. We were cruel then, so sorry for.
Well, you were. In particular, actually, it's very rare that I'm the one that's more compassionate.
You laughed at a dying dog, you sick fuck. So don't get me started.
Ben, I actually think it does suit your vibe.
Well, this is
Yeah,
the
you
thing.
do.
This is the thing. This is like obviously what I wanted to do. Go to run club the next day.
Oh God, run club with a piercing.
Honestly, I blended in like a piece of camouflage.
Does it make you run faster or slower, the piercing?
Well, to be fair, I was still feeling the ill effects of my previous stressful experience.
Run
It was a
club.
bit of a struggle.
Who's your closest friend at run club?
Oh, I wouldn't be able to.
Just give me a name.
The pedometer.
I run with Luke every week.
Luke. Okay. Give
Hello,
me one of the
Luke.
girls' names that works there, that runs there.
I went to a gig with Emily on Saturday.
Okay. Luke and Emily, Run Club.
Why?
Just wondering. Could be your new podcast, Run Club.
Do you think we'll ever meet Luke or Emily? Or if we're asking to meet Luke and Emily, they're always
going
going...
to my birthday party, William. So.
Oh, God, here we go.
Don't get me started on that. I agree with him there. Let's move on.
I am coming!
Yeah, about
After gay panto.
Can't you just move the panto?
No, I can't move the panto.
Right, hear me out here. We'll talk about this in the bonus or something. I know when you've got something in the diary, but for stuff like that, you should move for best friends.
Well, that's why.
Yeah, well, that's fair enough. I agree with you.
So move the gay. Do it another time.
I can't move the gay panto.
But William, what are you doing the next day after my birthday party?
Well, I'm going to another pantomime with you, but that's...
Oh my. Right. Anyway.
I will be there. What time is it starting?
It's on the invite, William.
I actually haven't...
Yes, you have.
Did she email it?
No, I put it in the WhatsApp group.
Can't you just sack the panto off?
No, I can't.
Why?
Oh, no, I can't.
Oh yes.
Oh, yes, you can.
It's Ben's birthday.
Oh,
Is it
he's
your
behind you.
30th?
Yeah.
Is it actually?
Yeah.
Oh God, how old are you when you start this podcast?
What's 30 minus 5? No,
6. 24.
24.
Jesus.
Wow.
You were 24 when you started this podcast.
Well, I didn't
You weren't even shaving.
I was
Still not now.
I was literally just sat there doing nothing at that point. Still am.
Still not.
We'll talk about Ben's trip to see Brian and Sarah in next Tuesday's episode because I think we'll
need
carry
to
that
move on.
across.
Okay.
We need to move on. Should we go to my Etiquetteology of the week?
Yes, please.
So, inspired by a conversation, we're going to talk about why wakes are called wakes. Here's the jingle.
It's William, the etiquette geek. His knowledge is quite unique. He'll give you manners, subtle tweak. It's time for William's etymology of the week.
And I'll tell you why wakes are called wakes after these messages.
Okay, Gene Divas, thanks for sticking with us. It's now time for William Hanson's Etiquetteology of the Week, and we're now going to find out why wakes are called wakes. Not to do with Wakefield, this, is it?
It's got nothing to do with Wakefield, but they have got a lovely Waterstones because I've visited it. Anyway, so the wake was originally an Irish tradition going back to Celtic times, or is it Celtic? I never know. Celtic, Celtic?
Ask Mikey.
Yeah, don't start that one.
What?
Celtic.
Mikey once was doing in his career as a newsreader.
Do you not remember this?
You got to explain it.
Mikey was reading out football results about Celtic,
At
Celtic.
the builder site.
At the
To his
builder site.
mates.
Yeah. And he said it wrong. And
He said in football, when he was doing his newsreader's voice, he went, Rangers got beat by Celtic. And we were like, anyway, bless him.
I know.
I think it is Celtic in this situation.
It's Celtic in
Okay.
that, and it's Celtic in, yeah.
Right, fine. Anyway, in those times, it was believed to have begun partly as a celebration of the life deceased with music and the sharing of memories. Now, the music played an important part because it was part celebration, but it was also to see if the departed was indeed dead, if they literally woke up after hearing all this music. Because obviously, until modern medicine and technology, there wasn't necessarily ways to prove that someone was dead like you can now. So one theory is that that's why the Irish wakes often included music and lasted for 2 days to give a significant amount of time for them to wake up. However,
I'd love to go to an Irish wake.
the other slightly more likely theory is that the wake begun as an all-night prayer vigil for the departed, and you, the grievers, the mourners, were awake in their honour. So yes, it also gave time for people to travel to the house to pay their respects before modern
Yeah, they
forms
had
of
like
transport.
They had like the grandma in living room, weren't they?
Open casket,
Yeah.
yes. That still goes on today in some households.
Yeah.
Anyway, so both, there are two origins of wakes. Who knows which one is more correct than the other, but those are the two ones that we'll go with.
Wow.
So it was literally, in effect, to see if you were awake.
That's actually really interesting.
Thank you.
I'd love to go to an Irish wake.
Well, I'm sure, get in touch. I'm sure we can arrange that.
Drinking. Yeah.
Would you like to go to an Irish wake as a guest or as the person we're celebrating?
I mean, even...
Again, both can be arranged.
Yeah, both could be arranged.
Yeah.
Even, like, when I go to funerals in Burnley, we all sing Irish songs, and none of us are Irish. It's weird, isn't it? Everyone claims to have a bit of Irish in them, don't they?
Yes.
Do you?
Not currently.
I'm a quarter Welsh.
Are you a quarter Welsh? Which quarter?
Not proven, but I'm a distant relative of George North, the Welsh rugby.
No, you're not.
I am.
George North.
Yeah, I am. And you remember Chris North as well, my friend Adrian?
Yeah.
We think we might be related. The Norths are a massive family in Wales.
Gosh.
My granddad was from Masteg in Bridgend. Masteg. I always say it wrong and people got mad at me from there.
We'll have to get you on that programme.
Got any Gene Divas in Masteg?
who
Let me
does-
know.
I think you are.
Yeah.
Who does Jordan North think he is?
Where I'm from, who do you think you are? That's about to start scrapping a pub. Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? It's another Mickey Flanagan joke, I'm sorry. Who do you think you are? Sorry.
I love it that your joke, when we started the series, your jokes were Peter Kay, and you've become so south, now your point of reference is Mickey Flanagan.
No, it's because he's on my TikTok. Who do
Is
you
he?
think you are? I won't go on that.
Would you not?
No, with my family.
It'd be great.
Are you joking? Half of them are bloody inside or strange ways or what have you. No way.
They could do a whole
I
series.
say that, my family aren't. But I don't know.
Yeah.
It'd be quite interesting.
Let's go on to the listeners' dilemmas. This one is from Catherine and Jess. Dear William and Jordan, while out for a meal with my daughter recently, we were discussing how soon after paying the bill you were expected to leave. She works at a restaurant and once had a group that paid their bill but then proceeded to sit at the table talking for another hour. What is the correct etiquette? We both agree that once you've paid, you should leave. Best wishes, Catherine and Jess.
It's like a midweek quickie, in and out. That's
Right.
what I say. I'm don't like loitering after a meal. In and out. Douche.
Douche.
Dosh. Get it
Right.
done. Bosh.
Okay.
Oh, I'm jet lagged. Bosh.
Melee. Anyway, don't worry.
That's what I say. That's my advice. People that stay around, and it's if you paid the bill, I think you should leave within 10 to 15 minutes.
In China, it is very bad etiquette. The moment the host has paid, you all must stand up and leave. And they're much more militant about it. I would say probably 5 minutes after paying, you have to go, unless, of course, you have overstayed your welcome. And of course, most restaurants now, when you book, will say, and we'll need the table back by X. I don't like it. I think we've talked about this before. I don't like it when they tell you that when you arrive. I had it the other night. We went out for dinner with some family and they said, and we'll need the table back by 9. It's like, you serve us 3 courses within the window, we'll be out by 9. But if you fail to come and take our order, we're going to be here for a bit longer. I didn't say that to them, obviously. I said, oh, yes, of course, that's fine. But that's my thought.
I think no longer than 10 to 15 minutes after you've paid the bill.
And I'd say 5,
People have got lives, homes to go home to.
hopefully.
Hopefully, yeah.
This is from Rachel. Hi, gentlemen. I have a birthday etiquette question. If I have sent someone a physical birthday card, is it necessary to message or post on social media as well? It feels enough just to send a card, but then when I remember on the day, I feel the need to duplicate my efforts electronically. What is the etiquette? Is it rude not to send a message or post on social media too? Rachel. Kiss, kiss.
You've got strong opinions about this, haven't you?
I do. If you are going to send a birthday card, a birthday is great. And again, if people send me a birthday card, I'll send them a birthday card. Always nice when your co-host yawns.
Jet lag, sorry. Sorry, it's kicking in.
Dear William, what's the etiquette of yawning? If you've sent a card, I would still text them because in this day and age, things go awry. Cards don't arrive late. My friend Tom sent me something a few weeks ago. In fact, he sent a lovely card to say congratulations on the launch of the book. Still haven't got it. So I would suggest you do also text them or phone them. In terms of social media,
What?
you.
Oh, sorry, I'm struggling. Carry on.
In terms of social media, I try not to post, happy birthday to X on social media, because if you do it for one and then you don't do it for another friend, it just creates so much drama. And also everyone always posts a photo of them with the friend as well. And it's normally where the poster looks better than the person whose birthday it is. So if you are going to post about someone's birthday, my suggestion is just post a photo of them. Don't have you in it.
Sure.
You right?
Yeah, I've got any matchsticks. Next one.
This is from Anonymous.
Come on, Geordie. Got to go to work. At the time of recording, I literally landed at 5 o'clock this morning.
Bless you.
Did you sleep on the plane?
So technically, it's 8:30 in the morning my time now.
What,
Little
from
top tip for
Skegness?
There's a big time difference.
for jet lag is keep your watch on your wrist.
Well, respectfully, it hasn't worked because you have yawned for the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, but now it's because my mind knows now what time I'm on. I think jet lag anyway. Have you got any of that serotonin?
Melatonin.
No, melatonin.
You should have bought some. Yeah, I've got loads.
Anyway,
Yeah.
carry on. Sorry, I'm fine. Bloody Skegness, never again.
This is from Anonymous. Dear William Jordan and EPB, I'm in desperate need of your advice. Having recently qualified as an accountant, I applied for a new job. The first interview and aptitude test went well, and I was thrilled to be invited for a second interview, this time with the director of HR. On the day, the weather was extremely warm, so I chose my outfit to avoid obvious perspiration. I opted for a lightweight calf-length skirt, an elasticated waist, smart sleeveless blouse, and coordinated jacket.
Oh, lovely.
I was nervous and gabbled a bit, but remained cool and it seemed to go well. At the end of the interview, the director thanked me for my time and interest, stood up and held out his hand. I stood to shake his. Unfortunately, as I got to my feet, I stood on the hem of my skirt, which meant it didn't come up with me. I kegged myself. What is kegged?
When you get kegged.
Yes.
Which, by the way, is illegal nowadays.
What?
Talked about it on the radio.
But what is kegging?
When you keg someone, when you whip the pants down, the trousers, everyone used to do it at school, especially in PE with the black shorts. But you can't do it now because it's a form of sexual assault.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Good to
So
know.
you know, like in PE.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you're pulling
Well, what?
Yeah. My
I didn't do PE.
my 18th birthday, my Uncle Brian, this sounds weird, made me get my first round in. I went coaching horses in Burnley, and I come back with my first round. I was like, my 18th birthday, my first legal round, and a big tray full of Guinness and lager. I'm holding it, and he comes up to me, and as I've got the tray in my hands, he undid my belt and kegged me in the pub. And I couldn't do it because I was holding a tray. Sounds weird, but it was... I mean, he didn't fully... I had my boxes on and stuff, but it was...
Right.
Yeah.
Well, hello to Uncle Brian. Anyway.
Sounds weird, but it weren't. It was,
No,
Yeah, but
it doesn't at all.
She kegged herself.
My knickers were clean, but had I thought I was going to reveal them in full, I might have worn something a bit fancier. Poker-faced, he simply said, "That really wasn't necessary. I was going to offer you the position." To add to the pressure, when given a tour of the office, I was told my desk would be right outside his office. What do? I'm mortified. I need and want the job, but how do I handle the embarrassment? Your advice would be hugely appreciated. Many thanks, Anonymous.
Anonymous, I think his response, as long as it didn't make you feel uncomfortable, was great. He was in on the joke. And I think you're slightly overthinking it. They've offered you the job. I thought that was such a good response from him. And in years to come, when you love this job, you're doing really well.
It'll be a lovely story at your leaving, do.
You will laugh about this every Christmas day. And you and your boss, the head of HR, you'll laugh it off. So don't worry. It could have been worse.
Yeah, and I would also really hope the head of HR was not going to be inappropriate with you anyway. If he's in the wrong job.
Yeah.
So, yes, I would sweep it under the carpet. Don't say anything about it. If you want the job, take the job. It's a funny story. Time is a great healer.
Thank God we don't have an HR here.
Yeah.
We Ben. We just literally laughed at your earring for 10 minutes. If we did that in any other workplace, we'd probably get a written warning.
Yes, probably.
Sorry.
I will be talking to Chairman Emeritus.
Chairman what?
Emeritus, right?
Emeritus. This one's from Ben. Hopefully not that one. Hi, William and Jordan.
How do I start an HR department?
10 years ago, I was studying for my degree in Cambridge when a fellow student and I were giving city tours to prospective students, which included punting. A couple of American people in the group wanted to know how they could do this as a job during the summer break, as they didn't want to keep flying to and from America. When I asked the gentleman how we could do punt chauffeuring during the summer, he pulled down his fake Ray-Ban sunglasses, looked me up and down, sniggered and said, "Sorry, mate, but clearly you have to be good looking for this job," and laughed with his co-worker.
That's terrible.
Mortified, we moved on with the tour. However, within a few minutes, my fellow student asked if I was okay, but I just laughed it off. She was clearly angry at what happened and explained to me that she was in her final year studying journalism and that she could write an article on whether looks mattered in employment in 2013. I agreed, and she wrote a lovely piece for the local newspaper, and I was really pleased with it. However, in block capitals. Monday morning comes around and my phone starts going mad with messages from random people asking if they could talk to me about the article in the paper. I spoke to a couple of different local reporters over the phone and thought that was it. I then went across to Tesco, where I walked in and saw... I saw the newspaper stand, and to my horror, I made the front page with the headlines including "Man Too Ugly to Punt." I then looked online and saw...
How did it come up? I'd love to come up with headlines.
Wait for it. I then looked online and saw one paper in America even ran with the headline, "Punter Munter."
I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh.
It's not funny.
Shouldn't laugh.
Within days, I had hoped it would die down, but I even got asked to appear on TV shows about it, including the Katie Hopkins TV show, Russell Howard's Good News, and to top it off, I was a £10,000 question on The Right Show. Even today, if you type into Google Images "ugly in Cambridge," my face comes up. I still get recognised to this day. Only last week on Tinder, some guy said he recognised my face and then unmatched me. So I want to know, how do I deal with this forever haunting me? And do people have to be good looking for certain jobs? All the best, Ben. It is from you, isn't it, Ben? It is.
Oh, Ben, ugly...
In Cambridge.
Punter.
I've got it.
Oh, this Ben's got it.
He's not ugly.
Let's have a look.
Ben's quite handsome.
No, he's not ugly.
He's not ugly at all. Oh, Ben.
I'm sorry, Ben.
Yeah.
That's awful that people said
Do you know what they've made you do there? I'm just looking. That is a typical local newspaper post.
Yeah.
Can you just fold
Can you describe what you can see?
It's Ben outside...
On a river.
On a river. Outside
Presumably in Cambridge.
A punting office. and they've made him fold his arms. He could just look a bit angry, a bit upset.
Well, it's like when people do the sort of before and after, sort of when they've lost weight, and the sort of the before photo, they're looking absolutely miserable, and then afterwards they're just so happy.
Ben, and I think that's more of a modern picture of Ben, and you look very handsome to us, Ben. We hope one day that you make it as a punter.
Should I get one of these pictures taken with my earring?
Yes, we could have this, Ben.
Oh,
looking miserable by
the headline.
By the Thames.
Podcast producer taking the piss out of.
Piercing, piss off.
Piss off.
Yes, pierced off.
What was Ben's question? Just to
I mean, look,
summarise?
this is. I guess, Ben, in hindsight, you wouldn't have said to this friend who was doing journalism, yes, write this article, because you probably didn't want all this harassment that happened. I would like to think maybe you can find the funny side in this because of the way you've written the letter with punter munter, etc. I hope if you did go on to Katie Hopkins' TV show, Russell Howe's Good News and the Right Show, you at least made a bit of money off the back of it. That's all I can say. But sorry about that. I don't know how you get something removed off Google. I think there are ways, but I don't quite know what those ways are. But I'm sure you could Google them, ironically, unless someone's removed them. You're right, Geordie.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm just reading another message saying from a G&D there. Yeah.
Right.
Do you want to read it out?
Yeah.
No, sorry. I was miles away. She said just someone else diagnosing me. Apparently, I might not have ADHD. EFD.
EFD.
Executive functioning disorder.
There's nothing executive about your
I know.
functioning disorder.
So you were just reading that message in the middle of a recording?
Oh, sorry. I'm jet lagged.
Good luck to Vic later.
I know, yeah. I've got to go and do the radio now.
Yeah, I've only got you for an hour. She's got you for...
That's right. Mondays do themselves.
Do they?
Yeah, what you have for your tea.
Right.
Something songs. Oh, actually, no. Got a full 2 hours to fill. Oh, God, I better get going, actually.
Well, look, let's hope for the bonus on Friday you're a bit more present. You've had a bit more rest.
Oh, that's a bit harsh.
No, sorry, I didn't mean it like that. No, but I was just letting you go, as it were.
Oh,
No. I've enjoyed. Do you know, darling? I have enjoyed seeing you. We should also say to people that we have each changed each other's names in our phone book to Jordan North bracket Sunday Times bestselling author.
I didn't change yours.
Oh,
I suppose.
You said you were going to.
Yeah, but
I'm going to delete your number now.
speaking of presents, I'll take that back.
Oh dear, what a shame.
Little chic. I'll help that up.
It's not chic. It's
Wait, do this for a camera.
you
Little
are
chic.
funny.
You can give it your mum when she's smoking a big long cigarettes,
Yes.
like Tanya Turner.
Oh,
Always remember, you can listen every Tuesday and Friday. You can watch us on YouTube on Wednesdays and Fridays, and you can share us on your socials all week. You can send your tales of trepidation to help@sextedmyboss.com, or you can tweet us or message us on Instagram @sextedmyboss, or you can write to William, who, in the fullness of time, promises a handwritten reply on one of our luxury greeting cards with executive self-seal envelopes. The address is on the website, sextedmyboss.com.
Ben's got his hand up in the air.
there's something that's going to be worth listening to in next week's Tuesday episode.
Just because you've got an earring don't mean you have to sound like a pirate.
You did. He did. There was a curled sound.
Who are?
Got a little-
Right.
Sorry, Ben. Sorry, I think we slightly quashed his news. Tell us.
Well, there's no news. It's just that there will be news in next week's Tuesday episode.
Really?
Oh my God, is that Pat Butcher?
Pat Butcher did not have a West Country
No,
accent.
she had big earrings.
Oh, I see.
No, I'm the other one.
Is the news next week book related?
No,
It's not book
no,
related.
there's something new.
Something new?
Something new news.
I really need a week. Can we end this episode now, please?
All right. We'll see you for the bonus on Friday.